Hello and welcome to Tash Life 2. Today we are going to do a tour of the garden and have a look and see where it's sitting. We have autumn starting in a couple of days, but we have had about 3 heat waves over the last couple of months this summer, so we haven't been out in the garden very much. It's just been too hot. I'll take you over and show you where we're all at before we start fixing it all. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, we'll start here with the pineapples. They've grown quite a bit in size. This little one here, this is the one we planted from that little top, and the rest of them are big as well. No flowers still though, still nothing coming out of them, but yeah, they've probably they've grown quite a lot. This one was the honey peas that was in here, so that's finished. We've got a pot there. This is our mulberry. There's a couple of little mulberries starting to come on it there, but they're a bit dry. You can't eat them yet. Oh, that one fell off. So they're not ready for eating yet, but it is trying. Here's the zucchinis that we planted. Now that we did get quite a few good zucchinis off them, and they're still flowering and there's still fruit on them, but see how they're quite orange. They're quite orange fruit. The ones we were getting off them that were quite edible was almost this colour yellow, and they're quite hard inside, like a pumpkin, and they're not really, they're no good. There's like there's no seeds or anything in them. Here's some here. This nice bright yellow colour, this is more like how it should be, but they do tend to change sometimes. I'm not really sure why that is. So we haven't had any good ones off it for a while. This was the snow peas, so that's finished. This was the beans, and that's finished. Here's our sweet potato. There is a sweet potato in there that was starting to get uncovered, and I just chopped it up the other day. It was starting to go a bit green. I don't know. Probably should just dig it up and start again. Here's the grapefruit, which is starting to take off. I think they're starting to come into season, so it's starting to get quite large. Here's our lemon, lots of lemons. It still has fruit on it, and they still are green mostly. It's still the same fruit. They haven't ripened. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, they're still on here. They're not coming off. Yeah, they've probably been on there for a year. Not sure what's going on there. Anyway, over to here. We have a couple of avocados. We've got this one, and there's another one in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's in amongst the tomatoes, which we potted. I'll put some photos up here of the piles and things we did when we were potting these. I think this might be a weed that's just come up. And these tomatoes, there's like 3 tomato plants in there. They just came up by themselves as well. And we are getting tomatoes. They are ripening. Let's see there. One of them looks like it could be aroma tomatoes. See the elongated fruit there. And the other 2 look like cherries. So yeah, hopefully they don't kill the avocado. But I just put this cage on yesterday because they were all drooping over and just getting heavy and messy and everything. Here's our asparagus. We did get a few asparaguses off of it, not too many, but I don't know, about four grew off of it. So that'll probably start going dormant soon. Okay, let's go onto the beds. Okay, so this is one of the Ruth Stout beds. We had potatoes in here, and then I put some pumpkins in here. There was a borage over here, which is that's it there. Is it going to focus? Wants to focus on my finger. So this is the borage here. What's left of it. So I'm not sure if we'll get some self-seeded babies coming up or not. But the pumpkins just died. You can see one of them there. The pumpkins just died off. They didn't really do anything. We did get a couple of flowers and a couple of little tiny pumpkins on that one, but they didn't pollinate, I think. That's what happened. And the others just didn't really do anything at all. They didn't even really grow any bigger than what they were when I planted them. So that's that bed, all ready to have something else in it. This one here, this is the cucumbers. They've all died off. The heat, I don't know if the heat killed them or if they just finished. That was the curly, I can't see the screen. That was the curly cucumber. We only got the 2 cucumbers off it, and they didn't work properly. Something was wrong with them. So that was a bit of a wasted effort. But yeah, it's all finished. So that bed is free. Here we got our lettuce and tomatoes. They're not too bad. The tomatoes aren't really doing much, but they're alive. I did, that one there did break off when I put the cage on, and it didn't come back. So I did plant another one. I did pop another one in there, so that is a different one. This one was nice and green a few days ago, and it's just all of a sudden gone brown. So I'm not sure what happened to it. It was fine a couple of days ago when I was watering it. But yeah, they're not really growing much. They're not fruiting or flowering or anything. I'm not sure what's wrong with them. But the lettuce is not too bad. I mean, it's a bit crusty around the edges because we did have some heat waves. But yeah, that's those. Here's our herb bed. The garlic chives are starting to flower, and the parsley was here. It's disappeared. It's just, I don't know, maybe this is what's left of it. It's just gone away. We've still got, it looks like our the chives are still there. They're a bit sad, but they're still there. Silver beet, they were doing okay, but they've all died off except for these 2 here, which look like they're doing okay. So we've got 3/4 of this bed we can work with. The lettuce that I put in here, the Chinese cabbage died off, and the mignonette red, is that what it's called? This one, it just bolted to seed, as you can see there. It just went straight to seed. That one over there, that's a baby butterhead, so it still might be alright. So we've got most of this bed as well. Maybe I'll transplant that lettuce in with the others. The vine's starting to go over again. Look at this. It's starting to come back, but we've got capsicums here, and look at that. We're starting to get capsicums. This one, I think, I'm not sure. I think it might have died. Yeah, I think that one might have died. But this one's still going. There was 2 in here. So that one might have gone, I think. We've got the worm farm here. I think the worms might have died, might have deceased in one of the heat waves. There's not much going on in there at the moment. This one here is very full of castings, but I don't want to take it out yet. I do, but I don't, because there's probably all the worm eggs in there, so I'll have to wait until after they've hatched so that I can get more worms. Other than that, I would probably take them out. Let's see. Okay, we'll go over to the other bed. We've got lots of grapes on this. Just totally heaps of grapes. We have a currawong that comes down in the mornings and he eats the grapes. We don't really eat them. They're okay. They've got seeds in them and they're starting to dry out now, but it's not really a flavour that I like. It's sort of, I don't know. I don't really like them. And they've got seeds in them. The kids won't eat them, so we just leave them for the birds. Okay, onwards. Okay, so this is our corn. It worked a little bit better this time. And there are still a few small cobs, but yeah, they didn't pollinate entirely. I'll put a picture up of what the last lot I picked. I just went through and picked them all because I thought, oh, they're going to just start seeding, going to seed. So I picked them. But they weren't, you know, they weren't the best corn. Not sure what's going on with them, why they didn't work out very well. This is the second lot we've done. But they did work out better than last time. I may try and pick, there's another one over there. I may try and pick what's left and see if it's any good and then just pull them out. Here is our passion fruit bed. I think that the blueberry is died. I think it's gone. Didn't have much luck with the blueberries. We've got passion fruit here. These are starting to flower. They are starting to flower. Let's see if I can find one. And I have found a couple of fruit there. This is the golden one on this side. See, there's a couple of flowers down there. Yeah, it's gone crazy. This bed does need a bit of love and care. You can see it's just dirt again. All the sheep poo is gone. Here's the raspberries. We didn't get any raspberries. We did have some grasshoppers here, so I don't know if they just ate the buds or I don't know. But I mean, we're still getting fresh growth. And I can't remember what type of raspberry it is. Look at that. So we may still get it like an autumn feed. I'm not sure. The pumpkin is going crackers. Absolutely crackers. We are getting flowers. The bit that went along here, that's died off. But it's going up here. It's still going along there. There's a little bit here. And it's coming out here. We've still got this nice big pumpkin here. It's everything I can do to stop hubby from picking it. I don't know if it's ready. I think we're supposed to wait for this to die off, aren't we? I don't know. But it's not really ready to die off. Look at this. It was growing across here. I had to push it over. It was growing up the fence. There's still flowers. All the flowers. It's my washing. It was started to grow up washing last night, this bit. So I don't think it's quite ready to die yet. But yeah, nice big potato, but pumpkin. Right, over here, this one that we did. The one that I put down there that died in the heat. This one's still there. So I don't know if it's because I put the black mulch on and it got too hot, or whether it was just too much heat, too much sun. I don't know. But I bought these to put in here. chocolate blob. So I've got 2 of those, although that one's not looking very happy. And I've got 2 more of these things, Veronica Oxford Blues, to see how they go. Maybe through the cooler months they can establish a bit better. I've got some petunias and some vincas and some more petunias, and these, what are these? Perennial blue, small lobelia, marigold. That is all to plant along the passion fruit bed and over in the other roofs out bed, to attract the bees. I've got some watermelons here to put over in the other bed, so we'll want some bees there for pollination. We've got a rhubarb to put somewhere, some spring onions, broad beans. I thought I might put these in the corn bed. Dwarf beans again, put them in a pot. What else have we got here? Oh, I picked these up. We have a little garden in the carport, so I picked these up. This is a curly ivy, I think, and this one is a curly lipstick. I think that's what it's called. Thought it was interesting. There's another, this is a tomato that was one of those self-set ones from under the passion fruit, and this is a little succulent. It's my daughter's little plant. And I picked up one of these, Oxalis triangulus. That only cost me $10, and look at the size of the little thing, node thing. So I'll have to put that up in a video. I don't know much about it. I'll have to do a little research first. I just like them. But yeah, thought that was a bargain. $10. Got some vincas. Is that all of them? Is that it? I think that's all I've got to plant. So we've got some planting. I have a few other plants that I'd like to try and find, but they're not in at Bunnings yet. So it might be too early for them. Okay, let's go and have a look at something else. And I've got this, this is like one of those night flower succulents. I didn't get any flowers off it this year, but it is starting to look a lot happier and a lot healthier. And there are weeds in there, and when I try to pull them out, it's very hard to pull them out. So I think this pot might be getting very congested inside, and that is another job to do as well, is to repot this into a bigger pot. So hopefully we can get some flowers next year or this year. But yeah, it's starting to look happier. Yeah, it was looking more like this, and the new growth was looking more like this, and now the new growth looks like this. So yes, is that everything? Should we have a look out the front maybe? Have a look out the front. Okay, so this is my carport garden. I have these 2 babies. They're not really babies, like, you know, they're getting nice and big. And we have this one. These were all over in the passion fruit garden. We had a giant fig tree there, and I had these all planted underneath, and the fig tree wasn't in our yard, and the people that owned it cut it down. So I had to do a quick maneuver on all my shady plants, and we did have some jade trees in this garden. This is also part of our carport, and a lot of these were under the fig tree. So I put them in here and took the jades out and got rid of them. We do have other jades elsewhere in the garden, so I wasn't too worried about it. So we've got one of these velvety ones at the back here. This is a clivia. This one here, this came with the house. Just loves the place. This one of these, maiden's hair fern. This one, we've got a little bit of this little baby one, some of this, one of these. This one's not very happy, it keeps dying off, and sorry, that one's what's it called? I can't remember what these ones are called, but I did buy one of these and I split it when I planted it, and I haven't had any flowers off it yet. We've got another one of these. I also split that. I like to plant the, are they impatiens or impatiens? I don't know, because we get flowers off them and I like flowers. But there is, see how there is a dead plant here. This something else I planted there and it wasn't happy. Oh, begonia, that's what those other ones are, begonias. I planted one of these red lunas. That's the one that wasn't happy and died off. I don't know if it's going to come back or not. I don't know. It was around here somewhere. Doesn't look like there's much left of it. Right. This is the impatiens again. There we go. That's what colour it. Sort of a corally, bright, pinky orange colour. This one, the red on the back. This is another clivia. Some of the clivias are yellow and some of them are orange. So that's this one growing up, and this one down here. This thing that came with the house, I actually just wind it around this palm here. There's a little, some kind of little palm thing that also was here when we moved in. I have these ready to plant in the front garden. We have a rose, turn it around, candy stripe rose. Our rubbish is about to get emptied. This one. This is a, okay, garbage truck's finished. I got this, but I didn't manage to get it in the ground because of the heat, and I'm not sure if it's going to make it. It's not looking too good at all. I think it might be dead. And we have one of these canna lilies. What colour is it? I don't know. Does it say? There we go. Tropicana. Looks like bright yellowy orange flowers. Then we have, this is one of the jades that is the same type that was in the carport. Some of these babies, they just multiply and I move them around. See, there's babies in there. Move them around in the garden. This one, this is a zygos. I haven't got any flowers off it yet. And this is self-set from, guessing, one of those other things that are in the garden. Lots of snapdragons in this garden, and I put some mini roses in. This is self-set, or a runner maybe. It looks a bit like rose, but I don't know for sure. The African daisies just grow like wildfire around here. This is another mini rose. Lots of these agaves and succulents and things like that. Another rose like that gets pink flowers on it. More succulents. Moses in the garden. Moses in the, what is it? Moses in the cradle. Is that what they are? These were gladioles. That one flowered. That one over there flowered, but these two didn't. And I did try and plant some pig face. There, didn't live. Some more of those little babies under another. Some more on this side. Another jade. We've got a spider plant. I've never seen it not variegated before. but this one's not variegated. This over here, which is struggling, is a Veronica spicata pink. Anyway, I thought that would be pretty. A lot of these plants I get marked down at Bunnings, just off the marked down trolley. Another succulent. Now the banana flower didn't go. I think the banana's strangled by that rope, but we have another two plants, babies, suckers that have come up, and I was going to move them, but maybe I still will. Yeah. There's another, that's the mother of the spider plant, the other one. It's not variegated at all. I've never seen it before like that. We've got some coleases. This is in the shade of a big tree. This one. We've got some salvia. I think this is salvia. Or is this salvia? Maybe that's salvia. A few little shady plants that I've planted in here. They're happy in this spot, so that's good. Got this avocado that we planted in. This is where we dug out one of the yuccas. It's behind this because of the heat. We put this here, and this is quite a windy spot too, so we're trying to protect it a little bit. It's not very big still, so that's that one. This is another patch where I dug out a yucca. It did have all the grass out, but with the heat, not being able to get out here and stay on top of it, it's all grown back. And we planted this pumpkin out here. We did plant about 4 pumpkins out here. They're all self-seeded, but this is the only one that's still left. We have a couple of geranium type plants, yeah. Some alyssum. A lot of the annuals and things that I had have died off. There's another cutting of geranium that's struggling to come back. We've got these that they portulacas. First time they've worked out for me. They don't usually grow, and they're going really well. And I have planted in here some Callan Chloe, is that how you say it? So we'll see if these things take off. Got some butterfly bushes there. Everything needs a good trim back and a weed and a good tidy up. It's just been too hot, and it is starting to cool down. We did get a little spot of rain the other day and some overcast days, so it is cooling down already. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and we will now start getting into the rest of, the maintenance and planting and, all the autumn things. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.